Alright, time for a quick millionaire house tour and just share some of the lessons that helps me save a ton of money every month. And if you're looking to get to a million as well, you need to have that difference between income and expenses that allows you to save and invest. And in this short video, I promise a ton of inspiration on this area because I've done this whole process myself now and been able to get to $1 million doing it. So let's start the house tour. Just the hallway here, one pair of shoes, super big surprise to all of the 2 women watching this video, and then a robot vacuumer. I love spending on labor saving devices. We have the bathroom, and yes, this is all the stuff that I have there. No razors, nothing like this. I shave in the office to save time and money. A shower, don't use it that much. I do shower in the gym instead. That also saves a lot of time and money. Continuing on, we get to one of the huge lessons in saving money. So just a completely empty room right now. I'm making sure to do this video today because, well, tomorrow I'm getting a new tenant here. I made a video regarding, if you want to be a landlord or not, recommending that, alright, try to rent out a room in your own house. I always practice what I preach, and this is the room that I'm renting out. It's one of the biggest scams in society today, that you're supposed to just live on your own and pay an entire rent on your own. It's just absolutely ridiculous. We're engineered by society to do this, after we graduate, to get out there and have our own rented home and our own car. And, in Sweden, you have people living on the same street. All the kids go to the same kindergarten and they all do separate rides. They don't share anything. And in my case, I just get a IT professional like myself, nice 32-year-old data scientist in this case. Just a nice guy, super nice guy, very relaxed, a little bit introvert. Just perfect match in that case. And all right. You rent this room, I rent another room, and we split the rent. That's a huge expense that's being saved. Absolutely massive expense. And yeah, this is one of the biggest hacks to save just a ton of money. So this is Ireland, water heater in this case, washing machine, just some storage. Back in the day, I didn't put the heater on, so this would be off, but I've been thinking a little bit about it, and I think it's a stupid way to save money to not have the heat on, so I have the heat on now, a bit lower though, but, there's being smart with money, and then there's just being cheap, and eventually, I gotta have that comfort. It is what it is. My small room, basically everything I own is in here. The good old Bible on the side of the stands. And then all the clothes that I own in the entire world fits right there. And as I said, in the hallway, one pair of shoes over there. One pair of shoes is in backup as well for when these get bad. But spending on clothes, that's a medium-sized, bad guy in most people's personal finance. Personally, I don't like to spend on clothes, but I know many people do. I've seen it being a challenge in some wealth forums in Sweden, where they just try to not buy any clothes for as long as possible. I saw one guy haven't bought anything since 2022. And I can respect that. The average piece of clothes today is worn 3 times. That's absolutely insane. The massive levels of shopping that we do, rather than just using clothes until, they break. And I saved some clothes here for this video specifically. These are about to be thrown away because, well, on this one, as you can see, the zipper is broken. It's been broken where the pockets are, and now it's broken in the middle, so gotta throw that one away. Used it all the way until no more. And then of course Ireland, you have to have rain pants. Used these ones until they have a big hole here, so they don't protect against the rain anymore. So these also gonna throw them away, just saved for this video, you know. Gotta really show that I practice what I preach. The brand new ones are sitting on top of what's that? It's an e-bike. So that's the main form of transportation. I don't have a car. I use this to commute, to get to work. I use this to go to parks where I smoke a nice cigar. As you can see, there are some cigars up on the top shelf here. So big thanks to little brother here getting me some nice Cubans for Christmas. As soon as the weather gets better here in Ireland, I'm gonna smoke some, hopefully soon with a friend as well in the city center, one of my hobbies. And you know, you gotta spend some money on your hobbies, and cigars for me, cigars and steaks, yeah, that's a big one. And you don't need $10 million to enjoy good cigars and good steaks, I promise you that. You know, $1 million is plenty enough to be able to just cruise with those expenses. Anyways, electric bike, just massive saver. I bought this from China, and I paid, I think it was 800 euro or 1,000 euro, something like this. And I looked at the costs. Well, I do public transport now. Every time I take a ride on public transport, it's 2 euro. 2 euro to the office and back, that's 4 euros, 5 days a week. That's 20 euros every week, 4 weeks in a month. So that's 80 euros. So 800, 80 euros saved in a month. That's 10 months until it's break even just on commuting to work. And that does not take into account externalities, as we say when we do calculations in finance, such as the fact that public transport to the office takes 1 hour and 15 minutes due to the routes being bad here in Dublin. Whereas if it's a bank holiday, no traffic on the road, I can get to the office in 13 minutes going full speed on empty car roads. But on bike paths with red lights, with traffic, it's usually 15-16 minutes, something like this, for me to get to the office. So it's actually faster than by car. Car takes on average 20 minutes to get to the office, but it's just the fact that the bike paths are empty. So those are, externalities. That's just doing the calculation on the office commute. That's not counting in me taking this bad boy to the park to smoke a cigar, or me just riding around for the fun of it. It's excellent hobby. If I retire soon, just riding a bike and doing longer trips is definitely something that's on the agenda. That and play some basketball in the middle of the day, man. And get the sous vide going in the kitchen here to do some premium beef. Man, there's so much to do. Anyways, and here you recognize as well, that's where I record the YouTube videos, putting up a mic, stuff like this. So that's been it, doing the tour, the big lessons. Lots of money can be saved from sharing an apartment and from not having a car. That's the two huge money savers. If you get those right, then you're gonna get to $1 million easy. Just share the apartment, find a friend, find a working professional. If you're in Silicon Valley watching this, working in big tech, find some other guy who's working in big tech and just share the apartment. It's same here in Dublin, a big tech hub. Just share the apartment with another tech worker. super easy. So that one, and not having a car. And then the smaller savers that you can do if you want to take it a little bit further is to not buy so many clothes all the time. Just relax a little bit. Just try having a purchase stop for 3 months. Do that challenge. Don't buy any new clothes in 3 months. Just see how it feels. I think that's going to be a decent difficulty level for most people. And then also super tiny example of how to optimize savings: doing the shaving in the office. It saves money and it saves time. I do it because I'm busy. I always try to optimize time and bundle together habits so I can get more out of my day. It's like today, recording this video, and then I have a ton of other tasks that needs to be done. If I don't do them, I will be in the exact same position as I am today in 2 years time. But if I do them, well, then I will develop and nurture projects that I believe in and that I find interesting as well. In this case, there's some company stuff, some LLC stuff going on here on the side as well. All right, that's been it. Doing a quick millionaire house tour and sharing some big ways that you can save money, so you have money to invest, so that once you get that capital going, you too can make a ton of money, whatever investments you decide to make. Take care now. Bye bye.